Good morning. This is Arash. I'm CEO and founder of Opportunity International. I'm a doctor of finance. I'm based here in Sydney, Australia. I want to discuss today one of our services in Opportunity International, which is accommodation for foreign students and international students coming to Australia. Why is it so important for new students coming to Australia to have accommodation in advance prepared and set for them? It's very important. It's a very important factor. Reason. First, you have to understand geography of Sydney. Sydney is a very massive, it's a very large city. Sydney has many different suburbs, but all of them called Greater Sydney. So Greater Sydney extends to the north to Palm Beach and in the west all the way to Liverpool. And the distance between Palm Beach and Liverpool, two ends, from north to west of Sydney is 167 kilometers. So that shows you the massive, immense size of Sydney, how big Sydney is. So if a student arriving to Australia locates itself for accommodation in an area that is far from the school, far from work, it could take easily up to 2 hours each way per day for traveling. And of course, cost of travel in Australia by no means or way is low, and it will add up. Further, the other issue would be the credit rating, which we'll discuss at a later stage. What credit rating has to do with addresses in Sydney, Australia, and how does it affect person's credit worthiness in Australia. But so simply put, it's best to have an accommodation close to your university or college and close to your work, prepared and ready for you in advance of your arrival. Also, in Australia, the way that lease and leasing of apartments rental works is that you must have work, you must have employment, you must have a credit rating, and further you must have references. Otherwise, you won't be able to rent an apartment or a house by yourself or with others. It would be a very difficult task to do so for newcomers to Australia. That is why Opportunity International has established its property side, its rental accommodation branch. We do offer accommodation very close to all the universities and very close to works that we offer. The accommodation we offer are luxury. They are in Marrickville, Kingston, Glebe, CBD of Sydney, which is all listed on our website. These are some of the best areas in Sydney, very safe. The accommodation we offer are 3 to 4 bedroom houses, apartments, fully furnished with new furniture. Everybody has its own room. All the accommodations are fully fitted with every equipment, every furniture, brand new. You need full internet access, unlimited. And most importantly is, this is not a short-term accommodation. This is a long-term accommodation. The minimum accommodation is for 6 months, but it can be extended to a year. You will receive a lease from us, a sub-lease that you would sign upon your arrival in Sydney, Australia. So the accommodation gets registered under your name, and in effect what it does, it gets registered with all the universities, with all your bank account, with your utilities such as your mobile phone, your cell phone, and every other financial institutions, and it creates for you a credit worthiness. In Australia, it's very important to have a good credit rating, because a good credit rating allows and helps you to achieve credit cards, to get loans. Yes, students in Australia are permitted to receive loans and credit cards, and banks do give that to them. Further, you are able to make payment plans with colleges for your fees, for your college fees. And all that is decided based on your credit worthiness and credit rating. And your credit rating is affected by the address and the location that you are hugely. So if the address and the location that shows as your residence is a suburb that is a wealthy suburb, further you have not moved and you stayed there minimum of 1 year, that increases your credit worthiness with credit agencies in Australia hugely, and in effect puts you in a very good, solid position in Australia. So please go to our website, opportunitiesinternational.com.au, opportunitiesinternational.com.co. We have flyers, pamphlets, and PDFs for accommodation that describes all of our services for accommodation in details. Please download, review them, and rest assured you can be very comfortable that when you arrive in Australia, you would have accommodation ready for you. Further, take the time to watch our videos or testimonials here from other fellow Colombians, Brazilians, and the students that have come to Australia that have described the issues and the problems that they have had with accommodation in the past when they arrived to Australia. Stories are heartbreaking, but they are truth. Please look at them. And lastly, our accommodation prices are all reflected on our website. They are highly competitive. They are very affordable, and they've been put together with the thought and with the purpose. It is for students. Students have limited income, and so we have priced them very affordable to help you to settle in Australia upon your arrival. Thank you very much.